How about that? Theodore Waskahat, all the way from Musquecheese. All right. Well, I was talking about missing people, and I was driving all this way from Edmonton, Canada. And I thought I'd share this song with you. And I wrote this song for my cousin Morella. My cousin Morella and I grew up together. We were both the same age. We had a lot of the same interests, and she was taken from us when we were 17. We still don't know what happened to her. But a lot of what I do is because I often wonder what would have been, and I miss her so much. After the lights? After the lights go down and all the noise is faded, here beside myself, still thinking about you. We're looking for the answers, and I cried myself many shades of truth. As a tear falls into pools of glass, I see the answer brings me right back to you. And I miss you lately. Do you miss me too? After the lights go down, baby, after the lights go down, you know I miss you. You know I miss you. After the lights go down, baby, after the lights go down, you know I miss you. You know I miss you. Living a bit of crazy. All these songs I sing, I know they're all for you. If I called you up, would you even answer? It's 4 a.m. Are you lonesome too? As a tear falls into pools of glass, see the answer brings me right back to you. I miss you, baby. Do you miss me too? After the lights go down, baby, after the lights go down, you know I miss you. You know I miss you. After the lights go down, baby, after the lights go down, you know I miss you. You know I miss you. Thank you. I just met this beautiful man, Stanley, about 5 minutes ago backstage, so give him a big hand. He came to help me out last minute, and I am so thankful for the big extended family we have here in Albuquerque. All of you are so sweet and so kind, and I just feel so blessed to be here. I recently came back from Rome, and while I was out there with our elders, they were talking to the Pope and carrying messages about the things that have happened to our people. And I think it's really important that we recognize how strong and resilient we are, how incredibly magical we are, and the masterpiece that is within you. One of the things that I learned about standing with people who have so much courage to be able to face difficult challenges was that bring yourself inside and really tell your story and be true to it. We just spent, 2 years indoors at home looking at one another or by ourselves, and we're so blessed to be together. But we've come through a lot, and I want to recognize all of you for being a champion in your own world. This next song is actually my mother's story. It's my story. It's my grandmother's story. It's my grandfather's story. Now, I was just talking with Skimmy backstage over here, and I was saying how nervous I was. I took 6 years off playing music to deal with PTSD, and this is my first show back. And my last show was actually here in Albuquerque, so this is my 10th year coming to visit you all, and I just am so thankful to be here. We walked by the river, Grandpa held my hand and told me the stories about our great land. Then he said, baby, don't forget who you are. I just wrote that. He said, don't forget who you are. have some fun here. So what about you, Stanley? I think that's all I'm going to do now is play. Thank you. Now I have a website, I have some videos, I have all my songs are on iTunes. And this is a favorite one of mine. It was written by this lady, Rita Shirelli, and she's a blues artist from Hamilton, Canada. But I heard her sing this song, and I was like, I gotta cover this song. And then I recorded it, and I sent it to her. And I was so terrified that she was gonna cut me up, but she was like, girl, you need to record that song, and then she paid for the recording. And so I'm so blessed to have people in my life who contribute and help lift up the arts, and that's what I do in my other world is I'm the president of the Northern Arts and Cultural Center. I sit on the Indigenous Junos committees for both the traditional and contemporary categories. And I've been there for about 10 years and spent a lot of time mentoring artists and sharing the love. So this is one of those songs. Well, I know that she has passed you by, and I see sadness in your eyes. I'll let you play. How about that? Are we playing the right song? Like I said, Stanley and I just met 5 minutes ago. All right. You know, I think that's what I like most about being with our own audiences is that we have an opportunity just to hang out and entertain. You know, it's not always about being perfect and having the perfect show. Sometimes it's just about showing up. Well, I know that she has passed you by. Hold on. Maybe I'm not playing this right. Here we go. Well, I know that she has passed you by, and I see sadness in your eyes. So as I meet you across the floor, I can tell that you have never been loved before. Well, I know you think you lost your heart, but I found the biggest heart. So as I see you across the floor, I can tell that you have never been loved before. Oh, baby, that's alright. All the mysteries of the night, I could show you with delight. If you like me to, I would. Yeah. Oh, baby, I don't care. You could lead me anywhere. All the secrets that you share, I will share too. Ooh, well, baby, that's alright. All the mysteries of the night, I could show you with delight. If you like me to, I would. Yeah. Oh, baby, I don't care. You could lead me anywhere. All the secrets that you share, I will share too. Give it up for Stanley. Which is a note to myself. Write and sing your own song. So I got another song for you that I wrote, and there's a new video out for it, so you can find it on YouTube, you can find it on my website, you can find it on Facebook, and it's called War Cry. And I wrote this song a few years back, and it was because I was thinking about what we're leaving behind for our children. And I was thinking about, all the struggles that we go through every day as just being brown, and being able to connect with people. And I wanted to leave this final message with you. And thanks so much for being here and being so kind. I look forward to enjoying and seeing your smiling faces all weekend. Masi kuinaini. I just want to thank Stanley. He's just such an awesome man for taking a chance and singing or playing with somebody he's never met before. He's amazing. All right. Celestial love, watch as the moon and the sun collide over northern lights, like Pablo Picasso painting the night across the open water. The roots give birth to dancing leaves, whispering to each other. Our hearts are breaking as our mother grieves. And she cries, and she cries, and she cried. I only gave you one earth, one sky. You've got to share it. The ground burns, the heavens cry. We must repair it. Your children's lives are on the line. So raise your voice. It's time for us to unite. This is our war cry. From the start of creation, she's given all things life like sweet salvation. Let's take our wrongs and make them right. Material distractions, blinding our naked hearts from the truth, cause a chain reaction. Steals the captive fate of our youth. And she cries, and she cries, and she cries. I only gave you one earth, one sky. We've got to share it. The ground burns, the heavens cry. We must repair it. Your children's lives are on the line. So raise your voice, it's time for us to unite. This is our war cry. My name is Leanne Maidie Goose from Inuvik, Northwest Territories. Masi kuinaini, thank you for having me.
Yes, Leanne Goose. I cannot believe you guys just met. Are you sure you guys haven't been playing together for 20 years? Give it up again for Leanne Goose. She drove all the way from Edmonton, Canada. That's a long drive, but that's heart and passion. And tonight we have lots of performers ahead. So this is still, it's like warming up, getting to the night, because we have Neon Natives coming. The Levi Plateau is performing. But tomorrow there's more metal for all the metal people who love metal. Because tomorrow there's Warpath. right? Graves a Monument, Joey Styles, and Rhythm Wild. And, now, I know that we have a group, an indie alternative band from Albuquerque, from right here. It's really exciting, that there's so much indigenous talent right here in our own communities, locals. And so we're so grateful that you're here with us, on the stands, sitting down there. It's so wonderful that you're here enjoying. Doesn't it feel good to support indigenous artists? It feels so good in my soul, for real. Because I'm in the music industry, in radio. There's like corporate radio, what you listen to when you turn on your, on your car stereo. There's record labels, but nothing is more special than our own stories, our own experiences, and artists sharing their own talents who are indigenous people through their art forms. Right? Give it up for indigenous artists! Come on, are you out there? I feel like Leanne got us in this really beautiful space, and her music's just so beautiful. I've seen her many times at the Indigenous Music Awards in Winnipeg, which is like a big award show that we have in Canada. And so it's wonderful to be able to connect, because that's what it's about here. During the pandemic, there are people who became TikTok famous. There's people who are like out there starting businesses. And during the pandemic, a lot of people started getting back to their roots, their culture, their identity, their families. And today we're getting to enjoy all that in one place. Music, connection, family, making friends. Wow, I'm so lucky. I have the best job. I'm like sitting there on this couch while all of us are here under this tent. This tent has a vibe of its own. Do you feel the vibe? I feel so good, right? And, I love that sometimes we take breaks and we get to see, look at this screen right now. Oh, that's so beautiful. All right, we'll take a couple seconds and you can enjoy this medicine of amazing cultural singing and dance.
Hey, well, come on, Maga, ching, well, come, Maga, hey, well, come, Maga, ching, well, wam. Hey, well, come on, Maga, ching, well, come, Maga, hey, well, come, Maga, ching, well, wam. The wily tala, lily, miley, lum. Hey, wily tala, lily, miley, lum. Hey, walla, tala, la, la, wily, walla, lily, lum. Wiley, tala, lily, miley, lum. Shoo-woo, shoo-woo. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Warm it up one more time for Joe Tahoney and the Apache Crown Dancers. Mercy. Thank you, Brother Joe. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, what he shared with you about that true love and respect for each